Hi there, it's Sam from poodles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one. It's a 2.5 by 2.5 inch cubed box, which is 6.5 by 6.5 centimetres. Now it's 2.5 inches to there, but obviously you're going to get a little bit of extra height up there. And I've got a little sneaky peek on here. Little sneak peek of stuff that is coming up in the new spring catalogue, which is OMG divine. Absolutely beautiful. You are going to see me stamping and doing a little punching. Yes, we've got new punches, but I'm showing off some of our papers that I've kind of neglected a little bit while I was enjoying and loving Poodle's Advent Countdown. It's ended, or has it? Anyway, right, so you're going to need a piece of cardstock that is 10.5 by 7.5 inches, and I'm sorry, I've got a very squeaky chair today, 28 by 19 centimetres. Okay, so we need to score the short side first. 28 by 19.5 centimetres, 10.5 by 7.5 inches. Don't worry about writing anything down. It's all on my blog, so click over the description bar down below and there's a link that will take you to this project with all of the links to all of the measurements and obviously all of the places you can buy the stuff, because you can buy it through me, just in case you didn't know. Okay, so score it on the long side, on the short side, 2.5, 5, which is 6.5 and 13, turn it over and score it at 7, and at 18, which is 18 centimetres. So basically that, doing the score line on the wrong side means that I can get this lovely, lovely close there. Okay, and then bring it round so that part, this short scored line, that's at the top. Okay, and score it at 2.5, 5, 7.5 and 10 inches, and again in metric that's 6.5, 13, 19.5 and 26, and then we've got this short scored line and we're going to score down just to that point at 1.25 and at 5.25. No, that can't be right, 6.25, which I now need to change on my notes so that when I type this up I don't type it wrong. 6.25, so that's going to be 3.25 centimetres. What's that going to be in inches? Have I got that in? No, I got that one right. 16.25 centimetres. Well, I got something right. That's a good job. Okay, let me scooch that out the way. Oh, I need that ruler. Right, so hopefully lots of you have got the Take Your Pick tool, because that was my gift to everybody who used the hostess code last month. And it's got the double-ended, you've just watched me twist and turn it. And so I'm going to join up that diagonal, sorry, that mark with the corners, so I get this lovely close. I wonder what you're going to get for using the hostess code this month. I've already got it. So you can see I've created a triangle there and there. Aren't I naughty teasing you like this? Love it. Right, so turn it over and start burnishing your score lines. I love my job, can you tell? I actually love sending out treats and gifts even more. Okay, so they're folded that way, and this one I'm going to fold that way. And again, that's so that I get this nice close at the top. And then come along and cover the score the verticals. And this one here. Okay, and we can start cutting little bits. So, why am I down to one pair of big scissors? I should have 3 in that pot in front of me. I've got a new pot. How cool is that? So 3 pairs of big scissors sit in that. Yeah, they're all missing. Probably a child is using one for wrapping Christmas presents. Okay, tiny little bit off the top there. And this skinny one, we're going to take that away completely. And they've left me with the not good scissors. Oh well. And then cut straight up here. And there. Okay, so that's what we're left with. I'm just going to put that straight away. I won't lose it. And you can see that I've got these triangular lines. Don't worry about those. When you close the box, they will form in naturally. But what I've got over here are some pieces of DSP and what appears to be a wrong size. So for the top, because this isn't a square, you need paper that measures 2 1/4 by 1 3/4 inches, and that's 6 by 4.5 centimetres. And then these 4 panels here, you need 2 1/4 by 2 1/4 or 6 by 6 centimetres. And they're all going to stick on there. So, find some snail. Well, at least I've still got my snail. I haven't pinched that. I did entrust my eldest son with Christmas wrapping presents this year. I got to the point where I was terribly overwhelmed with an awful lot of stuff that I needed to get done, not just for family but also for my job, because I will be around and I will be online. My blog will keep going all over Christmas, but I won't be at my desk doing computer work, or particularly at my craft desk doing computer work over the Christmas period, because I take time off to be with the children, and also I've got my family visiting, and then I will be visiting family. And I got to the point where I was writing out my to-do list, and I had 2 to-do lists. One for me, work-wise, and then one for prep for Christmas. And I just got so overwhelmed. I just went, Jack, will you wrap the Christmas presents for me, please? And he was like, yeah, of course I will, Mum. You know, you should have asked before. And I'm like, I know, but I can't lose control. No, it wasn't quite like I can't lose control. But it was almost, I had to get to that point in my own life, 15 years of motherhood, where I was able to say, I can hand this over now. So I have. And he's doing a really good job. He's doing it in stages. So he's doing his younger brothers at the moment. And then I will hand him all my extended family, you know, mum, dad, nieces and nephews and what have you, will be doing this. And then I'm going to give him my husband's to do. And then that leaves me just his to do. Clever mummy. I've never been able to hand that bit over before. I'm not a control freak, and I realise that I've just made myself sound totally as though I am, and not given you any instructions whatsoever. I've just put some tape down that bit and closed it up. Okay, that now forms the back, because we've got a panel there. So I'm going to fold in 2 sides and the back. If you've got something heavy going in here, and at 2 1/2 inches, you're probably going to get, yeah, you'd get a Yankee Candle small jar. Put extra adhesive in, okay? Fold the back in finally, and then you're left with just the front to do. And just peel off the backing. And this has just amused me, because I hadn't planned for this to fit a small Yankee jar, and somebody, but look at that, would it? Oh, it would as well. Oh, a lady has just said in the Poodles Craft Forum, Sam, have you done a box for a medium-sized Yankee Candle? And I went, no, I've done lots of small ones. April Hopwood. I'm just looking at it now. And I went, no, I've done lots of small ones. Hadn't intentionally done that for a small Yankee Candle jar, but that's what this is. Recycled and repurposed. So there you go, April. But no, it's not a medium-sized one. I'm not putting those in there. I am, however, going to use the blueberry bushel one. That's why I had them out. But yeah, if you're going to put something heavy and weighty in like that, oh, just genius. Who knew? But I need those, so I'm going to put those back. Yeah, heavy, something heavy. Put extra adhesive at the bottom. Okay, and I'm using this simply for closure purposes, and because it's really pretty, and they sit on a shelf where they're not in my eye line, so I forget to remember to use them. Okay, right, should we use the stamp? New stamp set and punch. The butterfly duet. You get the 2 that punch at the same time, because each of these images, actually apart from that one, those and those are one single stamp. And we're going to use, oh, shall I use a different one this time? I'm going to use that one. So you punch and stamp, but I can use it, oh look, there you go. Punch and stamp both in one go. Happy. If it makes my life easy, I'm so happy. What does that phrase say? The good things in life are better with you. Oh, I like that phrase. They're lovely. Let me leave that there for you to admire while I measure this up, because I have no idea what size I need. So I need, I'm measuring it on my grid paper, so I'm going to need 1 3/4. I'll write those on here. 1 3/4 by 1 1/4. So I need to trim that up. So I need to get my Whisper White. I don't remember what I said now. 1 3/4 by 1 1/4. In metric, that's going to be about 3 centimetres by 4 1/2 ish. And I need a bit of blueberry bushel now. Balmy blue even, because that was the cardstock in the background. What have I done with that? Was I clever and tidied it away? No, I didn't. I left it here, but it's not big enough. Get to my scraps pile. Right, where's my subtles? Here they are. There we go. This is my little scraps thing. Carry all my scraps in there. So I need to make it 1/4 inch bigger. So I'm going to make this 1 1/2 by 2. So then I can stamp on that and put it on there. And I love that they're photopolymer. We do have cling stamps coming now. So we're losing anything that is wood. We are keeping the red rubber. It's just going to be known as cling, and it's going to cling completely differently. So it's very exciting. The good things in life are better with you. So that's ready. And then, I don't think that's going to be big enough. Let me get a bigger bit. And my beautiful butterflies. And with photopolymer, do let them relax. If you pulled them about a bit, you know, they are going to stretch and be out of shape. So let them relax. And look, magic is going to happen, because I'm going to punch the whole lot in one go. And I'm going to have 2 beautiful butterflies. Look at that. They're gorgeous. I'm going to put Wink of Stella on them as well. Because, you know, that's what I do. I Wink of Stella everything. Because I want to bleed that dark Pacific Point blue out a little bit. You see that? That's just tinted up the colour. You know what? You'll probably see it better if I do one wing or one side and then show you. You can definitely see the difference there. And it's also shimmery and glittery, which perhaps you can't see as well. Lovely. So I can layer these up. Now, Wednesday I have a special project for you, and I do on Friday, but the following week, because it's Christmas week, there will be a variation to my usual time scale of stuff. So there, basically come back at the end of the week to my channel here, and I will explain more as to what is going to happen next week regarding videos. There will still be a project every day except Christmas Day. I never do a project on Christmas Day. I never do a blog post, I should say, on Christmas Day. I'm just making these fly a little bit. I never do, and I haven't ever since I started, but I will be explaining what's coming out throughout the week. But there will still be activity on my blog and things for you to do and see and watch and view every day, like I say, apart from Christmas Day. Okay, so I'm going to put my big butterfly up here. And then my little one. just there. And if you flatten the wings a little bit, you can lift them up a little bit more. And that, I think, is lovely. It's very spring-like. It needs some more glue under that bit. Very spring, very... It's a new year, new stuff coming. I can't believe I've done a 15-minute video. Haven't done one of those in ages. I think I've chatted a lot. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.